Welcome back, students. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to solve some questions about classical approach to probability and how probability is consistently defined. So here is some exercise. There is one question, that is question is here: if 2 by 11 is probability of any event A, what is the probability of not A? First of all, we must know first of all what is this not A. How we can find this not of A? अभी तक जो हमने सेट थ्योरी में पढ़ा है, we know that A set A union A complement is always equal to sample space is always equal to universal set, or U. A union A complement is always equal to U. This A complement means it is not A. Not A. A complement means U minus A. So here, if I write the probability of A union this, we can write probability of A union A complement is equal to probability of U. Here U is considered as sample space, and we know that probability of sample space is 1. So we can write probability of A plus probability of A complement is equal to 1. Why this is? Because A and A complement, they are always disjoint, means they are always mutually exclusive events, and whenever the two events are mutually exclusive events, probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B, but A intersection B is here 5, so probability of A intersection B is here 0. So we can write probability of A plus probability of A complement is equal to 1. Here it is, we can write probability of A plus probability of not A is equal, probability of not A is equal to 1. So probability of not A is equal to 1 minus probability of A. ये मैंने लिखा है कि since it is given that probability of A is 2 by 11, and we know that probability of not A is always equal to 1 minus probability of A. So probability of not A is 1 minus 2 by 11, that is 11 minus 2, that is 9, so 9 by 11 is answer. ठीक है? Next question is, this question is very important question. Question is, a letter is chosen at a random from the word assassination. Assassination. Assassination means qatilana hamla. To assassinate somebody, to murder somebody. So a letter is chosen at random from the word assassination. Find the probability that the letter chosen is a vowel or and a consonant. इसमें से आपको क्या करना है? इस assassination word में से आपको एक लेटर चुनना है, आपको randomly select करना है एक लेटर, and how likely it is a consonant and how likely it is a vowel, ये आपको निकालना है. अगर हम इस वर्ड को देखेंगे assassination, इसमें टोटल 13 लेटर्स है. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So total number of letters are 13. Vowels are here 6. Vowels are here 6. कितने vowels है? Vowels 6 है. 3 A's है. 1 2 3. 3 A's है. 2 I's है. I भी vowel है. 2 I's है. So 3 plus 2, that is 5. 1 O है, that is 6. So total number of vowels are here 6. इसमें क्या कैसे है? 3 A's, 2 I's and 1 O. Consonants कितने हैं? 7. 6 plus 7, that is 13. Total number of letters are 13. So consonants are 7. इस 4 consonants में क्या क्या है? 4 S's है, 4 S's है, 2 N's है और 1 T है. So consonants are here 7. अब आपको निकालना है what is the probability that the letter chosen at random from the word assassination is a vowel. So you can write it as probability of one vowel is equal to 6C1. अब हमें ये पता नहीं है कि हमने कौन सा vowel चुना है. इसकी probability क्या आएगी? पहले 6 vowels में से आपको चुनना है. टोटल नंबर ऑफ vowels कितने हैं? 6. एक चुनना है आपको, एक सिलेक्ट करना है, that is 6C1 डिवाइड बाई 13C1, क्योंकि इसमें टोटल इसमें कितने हैं? 13 में से एक चुनना है. वॉबल्स में से एक चुनना है, टोटल कितने में से चुनना है? 13 में से एक चुनना है. सो 6C1 is 6 and 13C1 is 13. So 6C1 divided by 13C1 is 6 by 13. Probability of one consonant, it is here consonants are 7. अब आपको आप S चुनोगे, आप N चुनोगे, आप T चुनोगे, उसमें आपकी सिलेक्शंस होंगी. so the selections are 7C1 divided by 13C1, total number of, okay, 13C1, that is 7 by 13. So this is the answer. Okay, there is one more question which is very important, that is if a probability is given. So यहाँ पे आपने क्या सीखा कि probability of not A क्या होती है, probability of not A is always equal to probability of 1 minus probability of A, or probability of A is always equal to 1 minus probability of not A, or simply you can say probability of A plus probability of not A is always equal to probability of whole space, which is equal to 1. ठीक है? So here is one more question, that is we have to check the following probabilities of A and B are consistently defined or not. Here it is given that it is exercise, you have to check probability of A is given, probability of A is 0.5, probability of B is 0.6, and probability of A intersection B is equal to 0.6. It is 0.6. आपको क्या करना है बेटा, you have to check whether the probabilities are consistently defined or not. इसमें आपको एक बात का ध्यान रखना है बेटा, ये जो probability of A intersection B है ना, ये A और B में कितने पॉइंट्स कॉमन होंगे ये आपको लिखना है. It is never greater than probability of A or probability of B. It is always less or equal to probability of A or probability of B. At most, it is equal to probability of A or probability of B. Otherwise, it is always less than probability of A and probability of B. So, probability of A intersection B is always less than probability of A or probability of B, and at most it is equal to probability of A or probability of B. So here आपको चेक करना है कि probability consistently defined की गई है. Here probability of A is 0.5, probability of B is 0.6, probability of A intersection B is 0.6. तो यहाँ पे आप लिख सकते हो the probabilities of A and B are not consistently defined. Why it is not consistently defined? Because reason is here, probability of A intersection B is greater than probability of A, which is not possible. ये कभी मुमकिन नहीं होगा कि probability of A intersection B greater होगा probability of A से. So these probability are not consistently defined. There is one more part of this question. Here it is. Probability of A is 0.5. Probability of B is 0.4, and probability of A union B is 0.8. इस पे भी आपको यही चेक करना है कि प्रोबेबिलिटीज कंसिस्टेंटली डिफाइंड की गई है नहीं. तो गिवन क्या है, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए इज गिवन, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ बी इज गिवन, एंड प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए यूनियन बी इज गिवन. नाउ इन ऑर्डर टू चेक वेदर द प्रोबेबिलिटीज आर कंसिस्टेंटली डिफाइंड or not, we must find the probability of A intersection B. And in order to find the probability of A intersection B, we know that जो आपने कोऑर्डिनल नंबर में भी पढ़ा है, प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ कोऑर्डिनल, एप्लीकेशन ऑफ कोऑर्डिनल नंबर में भी पढ़ा है कि probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. ये जो फार्मूला मैंने यूज की यहाँ पे, in order to find the probability of A intersection B. After that we can check what is the probability of A intersection B, and if probability of A intersection B is less or equal to probability of A or probability of B, we can say the probability is consistently defined. Otherwise the probabilities are not consistently defined. So probability of A union B is given. It is 0.8 is equal. What is probability of A? It is 0.5. What is probability of B? It is 0.4 minus probability of A intersection B. ठीक है, ये we have to find this probability of A intersection B. So हम लिखेंगे बेटा probability of A intersection B is equal to 0.5 plus 0.4 is 0.9 minus 0.8, that is 0.1. So probability of A intersection B is 0.1. यहाँ पे देखिए आप probability of A is 0.5 which is greater than 0.1 and probability of B is 0.4 which is greater than 0.1 and 0.1 is the probability of A intersection B. So here we can write probability of A intersection B is less than probability of A or probability of B. So we can say here the probabilities, these probabilities are consistently defined. These probabilities are consistently defined. So there is one more question on this exercise, that is classical approach to probability, how to find the probabilities of an event. And question is here. Question is, it is very important question, that is, if E and F are events such that probability of A is, it is given that probability of E is 1 by 2, sorry, it is 1 by 4, it is given that it is 1 by 4, probability of F is 1 by 2, and probability of E and F, probability of E and F is equal to 1 by 8. Find probability of E or F and probability of not E and not F. Probability of not E and not F. You have to find these probability of these. देखिए बेटा, it is given that probability of E is 1 by 4, probability of F is 1 by 2, and probability of E intersection F is 1 by 8. You have to find probability of E or F and probability of E and F, not E and not F. यहाँ पे देखिए आप बेटा, probability of E or F, E or, whenever it is or means union, you have to use union, U, and whenever it is and, you have to use intersection, and not means complement, So in order to find this E or F, we can write E and F means it is E and F means probability of E intersection F, it is given. We can write probability solution में लिखेंगे बेटा हम probability of E or F is equal to probability of E union F, and we know that probability of E union F is given, that is probability of E plus probability of F minus probability of E intersection F. तो बेटा क्या लिखोगे आप, what is probability of E 1 by 4 plus probability of F 1 by 2 minus probability of E intersection F, that is 1 by 8. So you can write 2 plus 4, that is 6 divided by 8, 6 by 8 minus 1 by 8, 6 by 8, 2 ones are 2 plus 4. So LCM क्या आएगा बेटा, 8 आएगा LCM, that is 4 plus 2, that is 6 divided by 8 minus 1 by 8, that is 5 by 8 is the probability of E or F. Now probability of not E and not F, not E and not F, it is probability of not E. Not मैंने आपको बताया एक complement से use करते बेटा, A complement, A dash and means intersection F complement. तो यहाँ पे हमें we have to use here, जिस हमने sets में एक law पढ़ा है बेटा, that is called De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law. तो De Morgan's law क्या बोलता है बेटा, A union B whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement, and A intersection B whole complement is equal to A complement union B complement. This is the De Morgan's law. Means for any two sets, A union B whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. That means complement of union of two sets, complement of union of A and B is equal to the intersection of their complements, and complement of intersection of two sets is equal to the union of their complements. This is De Morgan's law. So here probability of A complement intersection F complement, can I write it as, it is probability of, it is not A here, sorry, it is E. Can I write it here? It is probability of E union F whole complement. Probability of E union F whole complement means it is probability of not E. So we can write this probability of not E is equal to 1 minus probability of E, 1 minus probability of E union F. ठीक है, probability of not E, क्योंकि हमें पता है बेटा probability of A plus probability of not A is always equal to 1. So with this relation you can find probability of A and probability of not A. So what is this probability of not A union E union F? It is 1 minus probability of E union F. That is 1 minus, what is E union F? ये हमने निकाला है, E और F में निकाला है हमने E union F. That is 5, 1 minus 5 by 8, which is 8 minus 5, so 3 by 8 is the answer, which is the probability of E union F. So with the help of these properties, with the help of these laws and rules, or with the help of classical approach to probability, you can find the remaining questions of the exercise. Thank you very much. So it was all about the probability. कुछ lectures मैंने आपको दी probabilities पे, कैसे हम probability define करते हैं, what is the axiomatic approach, what is the classical approach. So जितने भी questions के हैं वो आप exercise में वो आप कर सकते हो बेटा. तो next unit inshallah we will tomorrow. The next unit will be inshallah, it will be the लिमिट्स एंड डेरिवेटिव्स. तो कल से इंशाल्लाह हम लिमिट्स एंड डेरिवेटिव्स पढ़ेंगे. तो दिस टॉपिक वाज फॉर क्लास 11 स्टूडेंट्स. ठीक है. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस क्लासिकल एंड एक्सियोमेट्रिक अप्रोच यू कैन नाउ सॉल्व एनी क्वेश्चन ऑफ द प्रोबेबिलिटी. थैंक यू वेरी मच.